Well, we're having a bit of a bout of wintry weather. This has been about, oh crikey, 5-6 days, I guess, where I can't go out and do anything, or very little. Bad winds, blowing trees over and branches off trees. Oh, I'm so glad that I enclosed this veranda a few years ago, which at least keeps the rain off it. Perhaps I should look at this section and complete it and close the whole thing in, because the weather is getting worse. Every year it's getting worse and worse. And they say there's no such thing as global warming. Well, there's something happening in nature. What we're getting today is patches of blue sky and very squally weather. You can see that there's leaves on the old beast there, blown off in the winds. I've just taken the opportunity to walk outside between that shower and the next one to have a look at what's happening. The fish like it. I haven't been able to do any burning since Kay went to Brisbane. I think I got 1 day's burning in, and nothing since. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get much in the next few days either. Crikey. Well, I think a lot of the storms have passed, so I've taken the opportunity to start clearing up some of the trees and branches that fell over. I've actually got a fire going now, although it's getting quite windy. I won't put any more on this one. I'll just let this burn down. But we had trees down, or branches down over in that direction and over in there, and there was one on the driveway the other day. So just gradually clearing it up before it rains again, which it will. There's something soothing about watching a fire. I suppose that's why campfires are so popular. And with the weather as it is here in Albany, it's cold. It's usually, well, it's been wet for days, and this is a really great break to be able to come out and actually set this bit on fire. And I'm only about a month and a half behind, I think, in my preparations for the summer bushfire season. But anyway, every little bit helps, as they say. Well, since I filmed that last little scene, we've had some more atrocious weather here in Albany. And on and off, we've had really strong winds. And I haven't been able to have many fires. There was 1 day in which I was able to have another fire, so we'll go and have a look at the remains of that. This area, there were branches down that I had cut in previously, so I spent virtually half a day clearing up this area, which is on the fire break. And then the wind got up to such an extent that I had to let it go and let it go out. I was in the process of trimming trees along this fire break, and as you can see from the weather, it's pretty dull today, and there is an awful wind growing yet again. I haven't been able to get to these parts yet. All those still to be burnt. Those. this lot here and this lot here. You can probably hear that wind blowing. And so what I've done, instead of having a fire today because it was way too windy, I had an issue with this arbour, which had, if you look at scenes on this video previously when I was at the pond, this was absolutely overgrown with a creeper, which today I decided to actually get rid of it and chop it right down, because it was so heavy. It was actually causing, there were cross members across here and they had broken. So we've virtually gone back to square one with this. Of course, in doing that, I've now created another pile which I will need to try and burn somehow. This may have to sit over the summer till it rots down a lot, but that was the actual creeper. And let me tell you, that was a heck of a job to get rid of all that. It's so intertwined that I had to have the chainsaw out into it, and also a pair of electric shears. But you can see it did the job. But there's a heck of a lot of creeper in that, and it was very, very heavy. So that's the progress at the moment. Where you can see we've still got the fire going over there because it's still quite cold, but it's blowing a gale. So no more fires outside for a day or two, and I just have to continue on.